Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's Infinity session. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here on a weekend. We can make 100 excuses not to do something like this, but you have all chosen to be here. So thank you so much for that. So Infinity is a beautiful platform where we are aiming at connecting with like-minded people. We are building this platform where you can drop all your identities, your egos, your roles, responsibilities, be it personal, professional, whatever. Just drop all that and be here with just ourselves. Connect to that oneness with ourselves. And here we meditate together and we listen to speakers, masters from around the world. We listen to their spiritual journey, their experiences, and we all can pick up one or two things from their experiences in our own spiritual path. So today we have a wonderful speaker, master joining us, Kavita Gupta ji. She is from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. So she wears multiple caps. She is an author, she's a poetess, she's a businesswoman, she is a social worker, she's a motivator, and she's a spiritual coach. She's a founder president of Abhivakti Foundation, which works towards creating awareness, awakening, and welfare of humanity. She's a proprietor at MS Mega Marketing and director at Fortune Power Solutions Limited. She's an executive member of Red Cross Society, and she has represented Indian delegation of 40-member team at the International Hindi Divas, which was held at Dubai. So this is just a brief introduction. There is a lot more we are going to hear about her in this today's session. So welcome, Kavita ji, and thank you for taking out your time from your busy schedule and joining us in this Infinity platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah,
I would like to express my gratitude for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be with you, to share my insights.
Thank you. So, ma'am, our session is more of an interactive session. We would like to know more about you personally, your spiritual path and practices. So Can we start with your childhood? Can you tell us about your childhood, your family?
My childhood and my family, of course. I'm born and brought up in Delhi. And I would say it was great that my parents both were spiritual since our childhood. So we got this since our very young childhood. We have seen a wonderful combination of my father was into Sanatana Dharma, worshipping of idols, going to pilgrimages, going to Gangaji. Every 6 months we used to go to Rishikesh, and to take a holy dip we used to go to meet sages and interact with them. We used to stay there for a few days, 15 days, 20 days, and interaction and bhandaras, like when you feed the sannyasis. Hundreds of them used to come and we used to feed the sannyasis. And these small things, I think, make a great impact on every child. So as a child, like when my father used to take us to Rishikesh or maybe Vrindavan, so we learn the biggest, the biggest learning of sharing, the biggest learning of being, be one with the people, where you are getting this the the great wisdom, the great insights in a very, very easy way. So, and my mother used to perform Havan. My Nana ji was Arya Samaji, and it was the worship of infinity, where we believe that God is not in idols, it is everywhere. God is everywhere in every form. So, praying the 5 elements, believing the presence of the universe in each and every element, and being thankful, reading Vedas, reading Upanishads, which I've done at very young age. And I'm really blessed after giving my board exams of 12th. I think I was 16, 17 that time. My Nanaji gifted me the book Satyarth Prakash, written by Swami Dayananda Saraswati, and asked me to read that book. And that was the time when I read the book. I was really amazed. It was a book of great knowledge and wisdom. So knowing about what we truly are, knowing about the God who's given birth to everybody. So these are, since our very childhood, we've learned all these things. And then on top of that, when I think I was 11 years, I lost my elder brother, who was 1.5 years elder to me. He had brain tumor. So seeing our mother serving my brother who was in coma for 1.5 years. So at that tender age, when we encounter the death and seeing your own sibling with whom you are playing, and all of a sudden, if he vanishes. So that was, the renunciation, the kind of that experience in itself was more than anything, actually. So we just thought, if this is life, then what is the meaning of life? Why are we all here? We all are here. What for? So if death is inevitable, if it has to come, then why? What we have to do? So then you understand to value your time. You understand that each and every moment is precious. You cannot just waste time, because the time given to you is very limited. You understand that there is certain purpose of you coming here, being here. And when you understand these things, you start loving yourself more. You start, I think, respecting others also. When you love yourself, then you cannot hate anybody. When you understand the God whom I believe in, He's in me and He's in everybody. So if I am special, everybody is special. So each and every living being, we can say even an ant or a bird or anybody, everybody is precious, having the same soul what we are having. So when that compassion comes in your life, life becomes very beautiful, I think. Then you see His presence in flowers, you see His presence in butterfly, you see His presence everywhere. And that beauty, I think that mindset, that perception makes you precious. And that's when, I got married very early. I was 19 when I got married. Then I came from Delhi to Bhubaneswar, Odisha. And it was a complete change, drastic change. And I used to cry at that tender age. I was not even 19 when I got married. I used to feel, why this, why this turmoil, why all of a sudden this cultural shock, and coming from a very, easygoing life to a very typical Marwari family, and a lot of responsibilities, being the eldest bahu. And my mother-in-law was psychologically, like, she was sick, she was mentally sick. She was bedridden for 15 years. She used to get hallucinations. Somebody is coming, somebody will do something to me. So handling mother-in-law of that mindset with love, with complete surrender. And I think life teaches, life in itself is the biggest university, as I said just now. So that teaches, in every moment you are learning, you are the student. And every moment, every experience, every person, every circumstance is teaching you something. So I learned lots from my parents, from my siblings, from my in-laws, from my husband, even from my children, and now from my grandchildren also. I love them. They adore me. My granddaughter, she's 4.5 now, and she's born on Guru Purnima Day. And my
Wow.
grandson is born on Ganesh Chaturthi. So these are small things, when the universe is talking to you in different ways. These are the symbols. When you understand that your prayers are answered, you are one, you are in alignment. Your each and every action is, that you are on the right path. Then at the end of the day, you can pat your back and know, yeah, yes, what I'm doing is right, and And meeting Patri sir was again, that was the biggest blessing of my life, I would say, because the kind of vacuum, the void I was feeling, that was filled up by this greatest gift of meditation that enhanced my creativity.
So when did
It
meditation
enhanced
come
my
to you?
intuitive
Like,
power. Yes. And that was also wonderful when I dreamt of Patriji. He came in my dream. I never heard anything about him. I didn't knew anything about him. And then I invoked my Ishtadev. Like, what is lacking now? Anything what one aspires in life, I wanted, since I got married quite early, I wanted to complete my graduation. So in a typical Marwari family, that time before 35 years, I was allowed to pursue my graduation, then my diploma in management from IGNU, my MBA. I was allowed for all these things. Then I was blessed with children, then taking care of the children, taking care of the mother-in-law. Then I wanted to start my business. My husband allowed me. So that's every step, every with each and every milestone of your life, when you understand you are achieving what you are aspiring, but somehow I used to feel something, there is something which I feel is still lacking in my life. Now what is it? I don't know. I'm doing satsang, I sing bhajans. I never used to write that time. I wrote few things, few one or two, I think, but that made my parents and my siblings cry when I was too young. I wrote something because I used to feel very lonely when I came to Orissa. And then I felt I got the scolding from my in-laws. Why you wrote such an emotional thing, which made everybody cry. So I thought that's a sin. So I hide my diary where I used to write. I don't know, I need not to show it to anybody. This is something very, very personal. I need not to show it to anybody. But after meditation, when I understood that, you know, those emotions used to come out, and I used to understand that I need to jot down the lines. And that used to come in the form of beautiful poetries. And I understood the name which is given to me is not a coincidence. Once Sadhvi Ritamara Didi, you must have heard the name, she's in Vrindavan, and she's taking care of thousands of children. So she's called Sadhvi Ma, Sadhvi Didi, Ritambara Didi. So I got the beautiful opportunity to host her in my house long back. So when she came, I arranged a big group satsang in my house, and around 60, 70 ladies were there. So, but I somehow I couldn't get the time to talk to her because I was busy organizing everything. So at the end, when she was moving out, she said, Kavita, you didn't ask anything for yourself. So what do you want for yourself? I said, Didi, I don't know. I don't know what to ask for. So I think I'm blessed. I have everything in life. She put her hand on my head and said, Kavita ho, apne naam ko charitarth karo. So if your name is Kavita, you prove your name, charitarth karo means let this become your reality. I couldn't understand, like, I never thought that I'm going to write any poetry in my lifetime. So this creative instinct is the gift of meditation, which I'm really grateful to the universe and to Patri sir, of course. Because yes, his each word, his each meditation when I used to be with him, used to take me to the next level. So he was a grand master. He is a grand master. He has transformed millions and millions. And I always say this because whenever I used to meet him, whenever I used to talk to him, I used to listen to him very carefully because I used to find whatever he's saying has got certain learning for me, certain, and it's up to you how you decode that message. So you take it lightly or you take it as a transformative, uh, you know, uh, like if he's saying, he came and stayed with me and I just spoke 2, 3 words extra. Then and we were supposed to go for some class. He said, Madam, don't you think those 3 words were unnecessary? Why you wasted your energy? I said, You'll not eat. He said, No. I said, Will you not eat? So when I'm saying no, so why you again asked? So why wasting up? So that's a message. Why when we talk the entire day, we speak so much. So is it really meaningful what we speak? Is it really necessary? When he said your food is luxury, meditation is necessity, I was amazed. Our entire day we spent for food, right? What is to be made, what is to be prepared, what we have to buy, like the entire day for the family, for the kids. So food is luxury, okay. You eat, that's okay. But periodic fasting, then with this meditation, I learned how we can control with sadhana our mind by, having periodic fasting, having limited food, mit ahari, mit bhashi. You speak less, you eat less, right? So when you understand these small things, so your life becomes beautiful. It becomes more meaningful with the sattvic food intake. So many things, so many things. But you need to practice. We all read this, we all listen this, but the challenge is to implement this. So how much you have implemented in your life, that will make, because that's not your experience. Unless it becomes your experience, you'll never get benefited. So to know this, you have to believe it. You have to listen to the masters, you have to listen to the senior masters, the authors, the great sages. They have written in their books. Patris are always emphasized on Swadhyaya. So when we read more and more, we gain more and more. So reading is most essential. With meditation, we need to read. I would request all the participants here who are here with us, who are listening to us, inculcate the habit of daily reading. Consistency is the mool mantra. Everyday meditation is mandatory. If you don't meditate, that day skip the food. So that to tame your mind, to tell your mind you have missed something which is more important than your food. So if you have not meditated, you have missed it, fine, I'll not eat this. So that's how you can, it's mind game. Ultimately, how your mind, you're listening to the monkey mind, you're moving. It's a good slave, not a good master. So you need to understand this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. That is beautiful. So you were talking about your spiritual upbringing and all that, right? Your family was very spiritual and you came into meditation. So I'm sure you might have started off with Anapanasati meditation. So have you experimented with any other spiritual techniques or any other meditation techniques, or you have always been doing Anapanasati meditation?
Actually, when you're pure, I said no. I had no idea what meditation is. I didn't even knew what meditation, what M of meditation, right? But I got the experience. That's called the third eye experience. I didn't know what third eye experience is. When I was, addressed as a senior third eye master, I was surprised. Is it about me they're talking about? So knowledge is limited. Knowledge, book knowledge is one part, but practically what you are doing, even if you don't know any mantras, you don't know any literal knowledge, what I was practicing was, I think, the honesty. What I was doing since my childhood was purity, was truthfulness. I ensure that I never tell lies. I just, if I have the courage to speak the truth. If it's strong, means it's strong. If it's not to be done, not to be done. So you like it or you don't like it. So it is Anapanasati, which I have practiced with Patri sir, which he taught me. But honestly speaking, when I was called for the class, I was invited in Delhi. I was shivering what I have to speak. I don't know what meditation is. I don't know what meditation is. Maybe I can sing a bhajan or maybe I can tell about my experience. More than that, I hardly know anything. But when gradually, because I always soaked, I think that is also with the clarity and with the purity. I always believe myself as a small student. I, even till date, I think there's so much to know, so much to learn. You are always a student. This one lifetime is too small to gain the entire wisdom. It's like a big ocean. If I say I know everything, I am the most stupid person on earth, if I say this. So I think we are all learning, and one lifetime is too small. It is your karmic account, your karmic, I think, fruit that you are born in a vegetarian family. You are blessed with such a great guru. You are blessed with this knowledge, this wisdom of meditation. Because millions of people are there who don't know about it. So if you are getting it, if you are doing it, you are practicing it in whatsoever form you are doing it. It is saying in Hindi, the seeds which are fertile, even if they'll fall on earth, on soil, teda meda, in whatsoever form, they'll germinate. So you do anapanasati, you sit quietly, you be with yourself, you understand what you are in whatever language, in whatever way. If you are transparent, because the world sees your presentation, but your intention, what you have inside you, is known to the universe. You cannot pretend so what you truly are. So you just be what you are. Just be what you think. I'm that divine. When I say I'm God, when I learned this, when Patri said this is your reality, you are the co-creator of your life, you are God. I said, oh, what a bullshit, yeah. How can I be God with such limited? If somebody says something, I cry. Am I a God? How can I be a God? Husband is saying something, I'm crying. Somebody is saying something, I feel shattered. I feel emotionally, I'm such a weak person. So how can I be God? So that comes with time, that comes with experience, that comes with meditation when you know, okay, fine. It's okay to be emotionally weak. Nobody is perfect. And your imperfection is a great perfection. When you accept yourself the way you are, when you know, okay, fine, this is one part, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm a human being. I love somebody. Okay, somebody's hurted me. Fine, it's okay. Now, I'm not getting affected by these things. That's the power. You get anger. You control your anger. I used to be short tempered, sitting on the chair of a employer. You get to, you know, at times you feel, oh, you are superior. So that I learned with meditation how to be balanced, how to be grounded, how to love each and every person, even if they are your subordinates, how to respect them, how to respect your maid also. So that comes with, with time, I think, with your experiences, with more grounded you become. And that's meditation. That's when you soak the almond overnight, so it takes time. So this is a journey of life. It takes its own time. You just sit every day, like that has to be there. Like like sleeping for few hours you think is mandatory, drinking water is mandatory, brushing your teeth is mandatory. So is the meditation. When it becomes an immense part of your routine, then you see the fruits. Then you see, how beautiful, how magically, how miraculously your life is becoming more meaningful. When people love your company, people want to talk to you, people want to come to you, and they want to listen to you. So otherwise, because when you practice this, only then you got that authenticity. You get that, that is truthfulness, I believe. It's not that you say something, you do something else, then I think you even children will not listen to you.
Yeah, that actually brings me to the next question for you. Like, I was reading your bio and you play so many roles in your daily life. You're a businesswoman, you're a social worker. How does this mindfulness or this meditation help you with managing all these roles in your daily life?
I think that's a upbringing, and that's a role of parents. I'm thankful to my parents, because I always used to say in Bhagavad Gita, like, you are not the karta, you are not the doer. The moment you know this lesson, you understand that I am not the doer. When once you are not the doer, you are just the instrument. I feel okay, fine. People say, how you manage so many things? I said, actually, I'm not doing it. Then they get, amazed of what you're saying. When I wrote this Sita and Patri said, I said, I've not done it. They be, oh, you mean, what do you mean? You got it done. As in, what I mean to say is, the work what is being done is something really divine. And as knowing the limitations of this physical body and this mind, I really feel when you work the entire day and in your during your sleep time, if you are writing, I used to start writing around 11:30 when my entire family used to go to sleep, and after finishing my entire work of the day, and then I used to feel now nobody can complain, oh, you've not given the children, grandchildren, husband, oh, you are busy with your own work, you're busy with your own things, you're not giving us time. So I used to feel, let me, whatever best I can do, You cannot make everyone, you cannot give, you cannot make everybody 100% happy, 100% satisfied. But something which makes me satisfied. I have completed my responsibility. If my presence is required in the office, whatever every day I go to office, whatever work I am supposed to do, I complete my responsibilities, I do my work, I do my work in home, giving time to children, husband. Then at the end, I used to think, now after reading, when Patrisa called me during COVID, Madam Jor, what's happening, what's going on? I said, nothing great, sir. I'm just taking Zoom classes and doing this and that. Ma'am, you have to read this book. I'm a very slow reader. I was never a very, I take my own time to read. I've read somebody read the book, somebody digest the book. I'm the one who really digests each and every word. Used to love to read very slowly and enjoy reading. So I'm that kind of reader. Then after a few days, have you read the book? Sorry, I'll take some time. Oh, have you read the book? 3 times, have you read the book? Have you completed the book? I said, sir, I'm reading. I'm reading. How's the book? I said, it's wonderful. So I don't want to miss even one line of. So, okay, you have to translate. This work has to be done through you. You have to translate the book in Hindi. This book is for the mass. This book is for entire India. It has to reach to every household of India. This is the book. So, and you have to do, and I was, oh my God, how can I do it? But by the time I completed the book, and see, reading is one task. Translating, I never dreamt I'm going to translate any book. If you have to translate one paragraph in English, used to get in school days, I remember. We used to, oh my God, oh, it's tough, it's tedious. How can I do it? So when you surrender completely, I am not the doer. It's not me who's going to do it. Okay, it's your work. If you want to get it done through me, you are doing it. So when that notion comes, to subdue your, your egoistic mind, then things get done. I not believe when I sometimes at poetries when I write, I'll not say I cannot boast that I've written. The day I'll sit with a paper and pen thinking I'm going to write a poetry, nothing will come. And sometimes words will float, and in few minutes, in 5 minutes, beautiful poetry would be written. So that's a divine work. So you are just the instrument. So I say it's not me who's doing it. So many people ask me, how can you do so many things together? How do you manage? From where you get this energy? I said, meditate. Oh, you don't look this. Oh, you are 50. You don't look like. Oh, you are grandmother. You don't look like. So I said, this is the beauty of yoga and meditation, which I've been practicing for past many years. And I would recommend to everybody because then you see the magic in your life. This is my journey, I can say. So if you want to see what you want in your life, how to manifest that in your life, you need to experience it here. And definitely I would say your hard work will never go in vain. The fruits will definitely get. Yeah, you will definitely get.
Wonderful.
Whatever you want, whatever you aspire in your life. Passion is the lowest form. Oh, I'm passionate about this. Passion is something very lowest. With passion comes hurt, with passion comes greed, with passion comes ego. When you say aspire, then that's you understand this one lifetime, you know that this is one life and this is not the last life. Maybe it may be or it may be not. So you just don't know. After how many births you are here, after what homework you have come here. So you don't know what level you are in spiritually, right? So Because all your circumstances, the people, your family, whatever adverse situations, whatever challenges you are facing in your life is your test, right? Practical test. When we give in the exam, you get 30 out of 30. Theory is 70, practical is 30 out of 30. So every day when I used to get angry, I used to check, okay, today I've done something wrong. Now next time if the same situation will come, how I'm going to respond, how I'm going to react. So that comes with practice, that comes with uh, balancing of your mind. That is very much in your hands. When you see, how can you see? In boiling in rage, you cannot see you. And that stillness comes in your mind with meditation. When you see yourself as a third person. So that is again, I'll say I'm all for meditation. That's it I can say.
Thank you. Coming back to your book about Sita and right, Untold Story of Book is an amazing book. I truly love it. I couldn't stop reading once I picked up the book. We all grew up hearing Ramayana stories, right? Like, but we never saw it from Sita's point of view, or
Yes.
Sita, how spiritually, like how spiritual she was, and how connected she was with the nature. And every time, all the stories we have heard or all the books we have read, it is all from Rama's point of view. So this was totally different for me. So how was your experience when you are translating that book into Hindi?
Again, I tell you, no, when I read the book, I was amazed because this was as a child when my dadi they used to go to Ram temple. I always had the complaint from Lord Ram. How can he, send his wife? How can he
Yes,
test Diksha? That sounds so rude. How can
unfair, unfair.
it's unfair. So I never used to somehow 100%. I could never give my heart to that. The God, whatever in whatever form. I always had the complaint as a child. So after reading the book, all those complaints were vanished. So actually, I understood. It is maybe because of the slavery of centuries and centuries, which because of which the all our scriptures were manipulated. Right? That is one possibility. Very much yes. They say the last card where all this is written about is added. It was never there in.
Yeah.
Right? So that is one possibility. Very much possible. Or we are reading what we have been offered. Right? We don't know the reality. Maybe 200 before Ramayana would have been a different story, which has been. That is one part, which is very, very, very much possible. Other than this, in this current reality, this is a book of complete women empowerment. Reading this book gave me such insights. I tell you, I respected the author, Dena. Just loved her insight. I just loved the way she presented. It's about when she's respecting her maids, giving her Minakshi, Soma, giving them the authority, leaving Ayodhya. How she's been so much caring for Ma Kekai, how concerned she was for what was her role when she moves out, when she was in forest, from making food, and her preaching to Mandodari, dealing
No.
Ravan, dealing with Ravan. So that mind war with Ravan, each and every chapter had such a great insight. I used to get lost. I used to get lost. At times, I used to be in that era. I used to feel that I'm also somewhere in the story. I'm also there, and I'm watching the entire story. I don't know in what role I was, but I used to get lost. I used to be engrossed so deeply. That was I used to here on the chair where I'm sitting in my study room. I, I used to start around 11:30. Sometimes it used to be 3 o'clock. My children used to come. Oh, they used to wake up. Oh, Mama, you are still sitting on the chair. the chair, you've not slept the entire night, you take me. And one paragraph at times used to take 3 days, 4 days, because I used to get stuck in those lines. And at times it was such a wonderful flow that I could complete many, many pages in one go. So it was, again, I would say, it was a divine work, and I'm just instrumental in this. And I love the work, and I'm really, really honored and privileged that Pakri sir gave me this responsibility, which has made my life more meaningful, more beautiful.
What was his comment after reading the book?
Oh my God. Oh my God. He was so happy. He was so happy. He said, Madam, you have to come with 1,000 copies to Hyderabad. And we are having our trust meeting, PMC, 18 September 2020. 2020, 18 September. We have a meeting and you have to come with. And I was surprised. I was shocked. From where I'll get the book printed, because here, Hindi, being in Orissa, to do the proofreading was also a challenge. The person who did the DTP for me, because I am not that computer savvy. I just wrote the entire, translated in register. I used to write with my paper and pen.
Wow.
Gave the work to somebody who was a Uriya guy to do the DTP, to type. And in one page, he had, I think, more than 50 mistakes. To sit with him for hours and hours and to rectify those errors in itself was a big challenge, which took me more than 3 months. So every page, he used to get bugged up. They pronounce ver as burr. Like if it's Kavita, my name is Kavita, they'll call it Kavita. They'll make it her. So everywhere where it is V, they used to write B. So V is everywhere B. So making those corrections, oh my goodness, that was a task. Then I said, I got the work. I said, sir, we'll do it with PMC only, and we'll translate, we'll get the book published with PMC in Hyderabad. I spoke to the people. He was more than happy when we launched the book in Hyderabad meeting. He said, Madam, now you are, as you know, he was so happy. He said, now you are the face of the North. You are going to be trust member. You are the trustee of PMC. And every month for 2, 3 days, you have to come to Hyderabad to attend all the meetings. So I said, sir, being working, I'm not sure how practically is going to be possible for me, but definitely for sometimes maybe. So this time you are not going. After 2 days, there was a full moon meditation in Yadgiri Gutta temple. I still remember the name. So Narsim Bhagwan ji ka temple tha. So sir said, you are coming with us for this full moon meditation. I said, okay, sir, I'll not go. I'll be with you. So I went for that meditation. After that, he said, now you have to come to Kartal Pyramid. There's again a meeting. So I said, but sir, I have never been to Cosmic Valley. I want to go to Cosmic Valley. I've heard lots about Cosmic Valley. People are saying, I've never been. I've just heard about it. Oh, you want to go to Cosmic Valley? Okay, fine. Then you go to Cosmic Valley. So he just said that, okay, fine, ma'am. If you want to go to Cosmic Valley, you go. I told this to sir and went to my cousin's house where I was staying in Hyderabad. And I couldn't sleep the entire night. Oh, how can I say no to sir? Sir wanted me to come for the meeting in the morning, Kartal. I said, nothing doing. I'm not going to Cosmic Valley. In the morning, I just went to Kartal for the meeting. He was overwhelmed to see, oh, ma'am, you've come. Madam ji, you've come. I said, yes, sir, I have to come. Then I was there the entire day with him. After the meeting, he said, have you made your return tickets? I said, sir, no, I have not done my return tickets. I've told my husband that I'm going to my, Pihar. Hindi may we say, to go to your father's house, it's Pihar ya Maika. I don't know what do you call it. So we call it Maika or Pihar. I told my husband, I'm going to my Maika. I'm going to my father's house. So I've not booked my return tickets. He was happy. Okay, it's fine. Then I was told that we are going to Cosmic Valley. Sir is taking me to Cosmic Valley because I wanted to go to Cosmic Valley. He made his program for Cosmic Valley, and then the entire way he took me to Surya Pet, different places. Oh, hum yahan ke boss hai, madam. See how many pyramids we have made in Andhra. And he took me there, and Sai sir told me, madam, in the entire career of my 25 years, I've never seen him giving 5 days time to one individual master. So that was the happiness, and that was the kind of, you know, his his way of loving was so special. He used to make you feel so special, so loving, so caring. I never felt I never missed my father. My father-in-law, I used to adore my father-in-law. Was the biggest support. And same way, Patri sir was my biggest support. So he took me there. Then he dropped me to airport. 5 days we were together, and I can never forget those 5 days. We meditated in Cosmic Valley. The kind of reception, the people, and they asked me to go and see each and every corner of Cosmic Valley to experience, and the experiences were also amazing. Beautiful experiences we had. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
it.
ma'am. Thank you.
With Pati, I
Yeah.
can speak non-stop. I can. There's a limitation of time, and if I go, I visit those the memory lanes with Patri sir, these 15, 17 years to be more precise, with Patri sir. Each experience is so precious. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love him.
wonderful for sharing
I
all
love
those
him.
memories.
I just love him. I adore him.
We can feel it. We can feel it from your words. We can feel it from your face, how much you respect him, love him, and how much you adore him as
Yes,
a master of fatherly love.
yes,
It's
yes,
very evident. I
yes,
had one more question regarding that book. Have you met Dena Marriam, ma'am?
yes. I have. Uh, sorry, sorry for this, but this is natural. Somehow I cannot. Just before, I would also like to add, just before his death, May 22nd, I went to Pyramid Valley to meet Sir, knowing that he's not well. And there was one program in La Shangri-La in Bangalore where I was to be felicitated um, by Goldman Sachs and ISB. They organized MBA program for women entrepreneurs, and I was one of them. So I went for that program. So that was a 2 days program. So I told my family I'll go for 4 days. 2 days I'll be in Pyramid Valley with Sir, and 2 days I'll be for that program. I'll stay in hotel in Bangalore. So the day I reached there, and Sir wanted me to record this Utkal state anthem. It's Vande Utkal Janani. The way we have national Indian anthem, we have a state anthem also, which is beautiful, which when we presented to Sir on Zoom 2 years before on the launch of PMC Odisha, he liked the words, liked the anthem, the concept so much. He wanted to get it recorded with a professional voice. Somehow I cannot pronounce that perfect Odia, and he wanted it to be recorded. So I got the music album done. Especially we made the music in a spiritual notes with all the classical instruments. It's a 8 minutes video where I wanted the music to be such that if you close your eyes, you feel the depth. You just, engrossed in the natural and people consider Utkal Bhumi as very pious, being the Jagannath Puri, one of the Char Dhams is here. It's considered a very, very pious land. So we got it done, and I just wanted there was a sound of flute where I wanted that Sir can give even few seconds alap. I wanted if Sir can record something for this song. So with this, I called him also, but I got the idea that he's not well, he cannot do it. So indirect it was getting, but somehow I went. So Amma was there. He said, seeing you, he will not be silent. He will speak, and he's not talking to anybody from last few months. He's talking very, very restricted. And yeah, when I went there, I think more than half an hour, 45 minutes, we spoke. Then around then. By that time, I got the message from the house. My husband is fallen in the bathroom and he's injured badly. And my family, my son wanted me to come back. I said, I've just reached. I wanted to be with sir for 2 days to talk to him. So I don't want to come back. He said, no, it's something, is to be operated. It's quite severe and you need to come back. Then going back to home, before coming back to home, I went to meet sir in the morning. The entire flight, you rush me, entire flight while coming to Bangalore, there were a few questions. I don't know why it was coming that I need to ask sir about death. And when I went in the morning, we only discussed death. How important death in life, like what is death? Sir, you say this, that till 2067 you will be here and you will be doing this. Then, but knowing the limitations of this physical body, with age, when it's distorting, getting decayed, so how is that possible when you say this? So how beautifully explained me everything about death was mesmerizing, was so meaningful, so intense, I would say. And then after 2 months, I got the message from somebody, sir is not well. I think he's looking at the door as if he's waiting for somebody. So you must go, you should go, you go. I said, no, I don't want to see him in this condition. I have wonderful memories throughout, you know, so many beautiful memories with sir. What I'll see, decaying of the body, the departure of the body, I don't want to witness. I'll not be able to handle this situation. Somehow I'll not witness. I cannot go. I will not go. So that's the kind of, I'm just escaping. I don't want to see that. I don't want to go. So it was Ekadashi, 24th July. It was Ekadashi, and I got the message from the universe, you need to fast on this day. And how it is important, this Ekadashi day is important. Again, I was getting this messages. 24th Ekadashi day, I was in my pyramid in my terrace, meditating. 3 hours I meditated. In my meditation, I saw the big statue of Patri sir, which is getting, you know, which is scattering, which is shattering. And I could understand today is the day, being a great spiritual master, Ekadashi is the day which is going to choose to vacate his physical body. I got the message around 2 o'clock. Like today is the day, now he's going to vacate the body. And I was like, I was so much disturbed. I came down and asked, that was Sunday. I asked my husband, can I go to Hyderabad? Somehow I feel, my gut feeling is saying, sir, there's very limited time. He will not stay more. He said, he didn't answer. My husband was like, you decide, you decide. And I went back again to my pyramid. I meditated, and I knew that any moment I'm going to get the news. And exactly that happened. 5 o'clock, there was a call. And when I got the news, I said, I have to go. I have to go. I must go now. So I cannot stay here. It's not a direct flight. That evening, early morning, I took the flight. And there we celebrated death. What we were talking, what he was saying. He made the word, see what he was saying in his entire life. He, like, it is not that we say something and we do something. He actually, whatever principles he was living throughout his life, he showed the entire world. He didn't take any medicine. What he said, goli ko goli maro. No, he didn't show to any doctor. He didn't have any medicine. Just meditated. See, it is inevitable. He said, I put my legs like this or I put my leg like this. What difference it makes? Physically, knowing the limitation of the body, the kind of work you can do, astrally you can do much, much, much better in much bigger way. He said, Madam, in 2 years, pssm is going to be the largest spiritual organization of the world. And we are seeing this. We all are witnessing it, how beautifully it's, connecting people, joining people, making people know with its simple learnings, how beautifully every master is working worldwide. So it is amazing. It is amazing. It's awesome.
Beautiful. It's so nice to hear those experiences. I've not met Patriji personally or never talked to him. I've just seen him on his videos and Enlightenment Hour sessions. So it is so nice to hear that personal um, encounters and experiences from you, right? Like it is like I'm witnessing all that. It's beautiful. Yeah,
Consider
thank you so
myself as
much.
the luckiest one. I consider myself as the luckiest one. Why I tell you, knowing all the spiritual masters here, like Shri, I've been to, you asked me, I've been to that before Patri meeting Patri sir, I went to Ravi Shankarji's ashram. I did advanced meditation course for 4 days. I was in silence for 3 days. I've done that. And then Sadhguru, I heard him lots, his wisdom, his insights. It's really great. But being one to one, when you get the opportunity to talk to these masters, that's a different ball game. That's such a wonderful experience of your life. When we were in Ladakh, I was with sir, and we were in this international Bodhi Center, and with the Bhikkhu Sant Senaji, who's the international master there in Ladakh. In that monastery, we were there. So I had a wonderful experience with sir, wanted me to speak to him. He said, ma'am, you tell your experience to him also what you had this morning, your meditation. So, like three of us, me, Patri sir, and yet Shastri ji, four of us. Four of us. Bhikkhu Saxena ji, Patri sir, Shastri ji, and me. We were in one room, we were over tea. 3 hours we were discussing about different masters, about spirituality, those discourses. See, these life experiences make you, so I think so wisdom, they give you so much of wisdom, so much of insights. And when you get the direct opportunity to talk to such masters, being with them is, I consider myself as the luckiest one.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
universe, for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, during the talk, you touched upon so many points like self-acceptance, being in gratitude, like all these spiritual concepts you beautifully explained throughout our talk. I know we can keep on going talking, but our time is limited. So
Yes, yes,
before we end the session, today is Mother's Day, and
yes.
you being a mother, a grandmother, how do you feel about motherhood and spirituality? How do you connect them? And what are your thoughts?
Ah, wow. See, on our mother's 75th birthday, my sister called out. We what we can give to our mother? What gift we can give? A material, anything, that is too small. What to give? So our mother used to read stories to us when we were child, and she had a big file. She used to cut stories from different newspapers, from different magazines. She has this habit. So what my sister said, now we are going to make a book, come by compiling all those stories and give to mom, make it a book in a book
Wow.
form, and we'll give this to book. So my sister said, I want you to write one paragraph or some article for mommy. So I said, and you just have to give me in the evening. I was in the office. I told my sister, how is this possible? You are asking me to write article and give me 1 hour. Practically not possible. Just give me some time at least. No, 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 no. We don't have to. Okay, fine. By tomorrow morning you have to give. Then this idea came, why? Let me write one poetry for mommy. So I thought, and with the grace of God, beautifully it came out. And I was again getting Hindi DTP done again was a challenge. So I called I know somebody who's a senior journalist of Hindi newspaper, Sanmarg in Orissa. So I said, sir, I have written one poetry which is very urgent. So can you suggest me some DTP? He said, I'll do it for you. When he read the poetry, he loved it so much. The next week on Sunday newspaper, it was printed on the newspaper, and Kavitri Kavita Gupta ki Marmik Kavita and like that. So I was surprised. I was shocked. That was my first introduction as a poetess. And this, I told I hide my diaries. I hid my diary. I never used to show my poetry to anybody, whatever I wrote. So this was my first poetry, which is about my mother. It is in Hindi. If you want, I can read for you, or we can play if you want. If you have time, we have the video of this poetry also.
Oh,
Or I can
definitely. Yeah.
What do you want?
You can read or you can play, whatever is comfortable for you.
I'm comfortable with both. It's the time, 7:11. What's the time?
Yeah, I'm in US
It's over
actually, so
already?
this.
Already
No,
time
it's okay, ma'am. No, don't worry about time.
But it's in Hindi. Basically, I enjoy writing in my mother tongue, in
Of course, yeah.
Hindi. So that's my forte. I hope our audience will understand Hindi. I read in Hindi. Or
Yeah,
even we
you
can
can.
play the. Acha, wait. I can share if I can. Give me a moment.
किसी ने पूछा मुझसे माँ की क्या परिभाषा है, कहा मैंने जल से पतली, सागर से गहरी, धरती से भारी, अग्नि से तेजस्विनी, आकाश से असीमित माँ की परिभाषा है। यूं तो सीधी सरल निश्चल है, पर शब्दों में उसे बांध पाना ज्यों सागर में सेतु बनाना है। कहने को सबसे संक्षिप्त शब्द, किंतु सबसे बृहद रूप, सृष्टि की सर्वोत्तम संरचना की रचना का आधार है माँ। सृजनात्मकता की परिपक्वता का साक्षात स्वरूप है माँ। ममता की जलधि, धैर्य का सिंधु, करुणा का अपार धन है माँ। प्रेम का खजाना, दुलार, प्यार की खान है माँ। ममता का है मानसरोवर, हिमगिरी सा अटल विश्वास है। कविता का है महाकाव्य, परमात्मा का पर्याय है। कविता का है महाकाव्य, परमात्मा का पर्याय है। परमात्मा का पर्याय है।
That was beautiful. That is beautiful, beautiful for Mother's Day from you.
You understand Hindi, right?
Yes, I do understand Hindi. I don't speak much, but I understand.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Meanwhile, you were talking a lot about pyramid in Hyderabad and all. So we are also building pyramids in US now. There are pyramids coming up in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Dallas in Texas. So we have Sharma sir from the Omega Pyramid team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm able to unmute. Yeah. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to talk to Kavita ji. Kavita ji, I am Srihari Sharma from Dallas.
See, I tried to make it as transparent as it could be, to make it as if you all were there with me.
Yeah, so we are all working for Patriji's vision of Dhyana Jagat, Shakahara Jagat, and Pyramid Jagat. So his vision of bringing pyramids to all over the world. So we are bringing pyramids to Western world of this globe. So we are, so as Reshmi said, so pyramid is coming in North Carolina, and so we are bringing another big pyramid, Kartal size pyramid in Dallas. That is, we named it as Omega Pyramid. So it is, so it is coming. So we already have land, and we did the Bhumi Puja, and we are working on the further other steps. So, and you already have a lot of experience with pyramids. So I wanted to seek your advice and your words on for these pyramids coming up in US, madam. So
That's okay.
Yeah, please, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
So you have any advice for us, or share your experiences with the pyramids so we can take those into account when we are actually physically building these pyramids in US.
Mhm. So you mean the intentions, the sankalpa to have the physical
Anything
pyramids.
you want, yeah, anything you want to share, or any advice you want to give to us, because we are working on these pyramids in US.
What I understand is pyramids are the live physical entities, right? Like the birth of the baby. You want the baby to come, right? But when the right time will come, it'll come. It'll get manifested with the universal planning. See, and the divine plan is always perfect, I would say this. Babu, wait a minute. 1 minute. So I'll tell you. Now they have come. Both the kids have come now. So, so I tell you, it is just as you know. I try to make it as simple as I can. See, it like a birth of the baby. You plan, you manifest, but it is with the divine planning. And if you want the mega pyramid in US, definitely it will get manifested because these are the structures, these are the divine, the universal figures, the geometrical figures, the beings which can definitely help people to enhance in their spiritual journey. So with the time, definitely it's gonna come. It is gonna come for sure. So when Patrisa showed me that there are more than 5,000 pyramids in Telangana, in Andhra, so he said, see, this is the kind of work, the intensity, the sankalpa, the intention, what we put, and the hard work of the people, of course, yes. So I would say meditation is one part. I wanted to have pyramid in my house, right? And my house is made on one pillar. So my engineer, the civil engineer said, Madam, it is impossible to make pyramid in your house because there are no pillars in the house. So we extended the house. I wanted the second floor in the house. So the engineers were called and they denied you cannot make the pyramid. And it was done. So when my granddaughter was about to come, she was born on 2019. In my dream, I felt no, I have to make the pyramid. Whatever pyramid will decide, even if they say the building cannot take the weight of the pyramid or whatsoever they're saying. The gut feeling it was that strong. I said I'm not going to listen to anybody. I didn't even ask my husband. Didn't even ask any engineer or anybody. I just called somebody from Hyderabad. Mr. Nagarjun is his name. He's a very friendly person and yeah. So I said, please you come and you see. I said it has to be done. We'll see the repercussions. Whatever's gonna happen, happen. And see, then I realized I tried my best to make the pyramid in my house, but it came with the birth of my grandchild. So the spiritual soul which wanted to come in the house, before her birth, the pyramid was ready. Right? Because it was her. These angel seeds which are coming on earth now, right? These angel seeds, these grandchildren, these new children, these new babies, they are coming, they are from the different dimension, their understanding, their intelligence. So it's not only in your hand or my hand, it's something which is the demand of the time. These angels will definitely take the earth. There will be a drastic shift automatically which will happen. So we are here to witness this golden era. We are all here to witness this. The construction of Ram Mandir. Nobody dreamt of it. Everybody wanted, but everything will happen when the right time will come. So yes, intention is very, very powerful. Yes, intention, planning, whatever best, the funds, the design, you keep everything ready with you. Right? You keep everything ready with you. So it'll come. It has to come. This is the future. This is the future. But when the idea has already been conceived, right? Everything is ready. So it's when it'll come physically. Let the universe decide. We are all here with our intentions. Will definitely help. Krishna Rao, he wanted me to invite me to US. Ma'am, for this intention meditation in US, you have to come to US. So I said, fine. Patricia told me to come to US. He said, ma'am, entire US is waiting for you. I said, sir, my visa has not been done. He said, who can stop your visa? Stop kidding. And now my visa is ready. Then the COVID came. I was supposed to go with Patri sir. Then the COVID came. 3-4 years passed like that. So maybe it is for the visa. And when when I went with Patri sir for the inauguration of what do you call in Indonesia, what is it? Bali pyramid. When the Bali pyramid was there, I went there. Sir was, oh, madam ji, you have come. I said, yes, sir. I said, sir, I don't know what is the purpose of my life, what is to be done. Oh, you are the epitome of happiness. You need to attend all the inaugurations of all the pyramids. You spread the happiness. So that is your work. You are here for happiness. So I think it is just that. So our intention, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. It'll definitely get manifested. The day it's been, and we all will all witness, which is the place. Which is the place, whatever, even I'll put in my intentions then.
It's
Can
in
you
Great,
help
great.
me?
So,
It's in Dallas,
we,
ma'am.
Dallas. Okay.
Yeah.
And the size?
yeah, so 180 by 180, ma'am.
Wow. 180 by 80.
Kartal
Dallas.
size.
Sorry?
Kartal size.
Kartal side. Lovely. Wow.
So you are going to come for the inauguration of the pyramid, ma'am.
Of course, I have to. Patri sir has given me this task. So now in my intention, I'll put this. I have to go for the inauguration of Dallas pyramid, right?
You
Yes.
can also include the Raleigh pyramid, ma'am, in
Yes,
that list.
See,
We are
I always want, wherever I go, there has to be a vegetarian rally.
this is a
last
place
year-
name is Raleigh. The place name is Raleigh in North Carolina, and we are also building a pyramid here. So Patriji had visited here in 2018, and he saw a place, and he was like, he said this place is for the pyramid. So the team here is actually working towards building the pyramid. So there are 2 pyramids coming in US.
Wow.
One is the mega pyramid in Dallas and the Raleigh
Balraj
pyramid.
Bhaiya, can we take Balraj Bhaiya?
Yeah,
Balraj
sure.
Sir ji, namaskaram. Balraj Bhaiya.
Good afternoon, everybody, and happy Mother's Day, Kavita ji. It's
Thank you.
absolutely an amazing session for you to have come in, and I'm so happy and honored. And Kavita ji and myself, we share a very long association together. We used to host a lot of programs in Ananda Brahma, and I think she's one person who is so energized and so full of energy, and I really miss her in those sessions. But then, yes, she's got some different responsibilities now. So I just wanted to request you, ma'am, whenever you're coming to America, make sure that your tickets are via London, because there is Patriji's residence in London. And, please make sure you take a few days halt here and then proceed to America.
So be it.
Of course,
so be it. Yes, so be it.
Yes. So thank you so much. It was absolutely amazing to have seen you today. And thank you, Infinity team, for
Pleasure
organizing
is
and
mine.
getting such wonderful people.
Thank you.
Thank
The entire
you.
pleasure is mine. Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Rashmi.
you.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all the partners, and thank you, PMC English, for live telecasting this in YouTube. And thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. I know you are very busy, and I can see your grandkids need you, so not taking much time from you.
Sunday, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank
And
you.
thank you all the participants. Thank you for joining us today.